Thank you for clicking on my video. I will be making a series of videos on caregiving. My husband was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease and I was his caregiver. Maybe you or someone you know has Parkinson's disease, or maybe it may be a different disease. Maybe it may be Alzheimer's, dementia, Lou Gehrig, cancer. There's a host of illnesses that require caregiving, or maybe you have that. The videos I will be making will be giving rays of hope, sunshine along the journey. I ask you to come along with me on that journey. I'll be leaving my email at the end of this video, and you can email me and take me along with you on your journey as well, and I can get to know you. I can't tell my husband's story. I didn't have Parkinson's. That's only a story he can tell. I can't tell my children's story, how they dealt with the illness and death of their father. That's only a story they can tell. I can only tell you my story. And my story begins when we're heading back home from Minneapolis, visiting our 2 grown children to the UP, Upper Michigan. My husband, in a split-second choice, decided to change our route. But changing that route was going to change our future. He said, let's take this other route. We'll go through many small towns, and it will just be relaxing. We're in no hurry to get back. We were in a head-on accident. A truck pulled out. Whew. The doctors felt that that accident may have been the cause of Bob developing the onset of Parkinson's disease. It was a few months later I walked into his office and I noticed something was off. He had a blank stare. I would find out later that that blank stare was the Parkinson's mask. I said, Bob, we need to go in. You need to get checked out. And he put it off. He let it go. You know, sometimes we put off when something is off because we're afraid. We kind of wish it away, or we think nothing will happen, or just it'll go away, and it doesn't. Finally, he decided to go, and he was diagnosed with anxiety, with depression, and given meds accordingly, and that only exacerbated his symptoms of Parkinson's. There was a referral later to go to a neurologist, and that's what we did. We went up to Marquette, and that landed us in the doctor's office waiting for him to come. During times like this, things just really stand out. We were sitting on cold leather chairs that smelled new. There was thundering and lightning, and a bolt of lightning, and that, whew, the lights flickered in the doctor's office, almost like the onset or the beginning of a drama that was going to take place, and not a drama you wanted to be in. The door opened, and the doctor walked into his office, sat down behind his desk. He looked at Bob, me, back to Bob, and he gave a sigh. That was going to be the dreaded sigh, and probably you heard that dreaded sigh. It's a sigh you don't want to hear. And he said, Mr. King, you have the onset of Parkinson's disease. I glanced over at Bob, and he looked like he was hit with a stun gun. I, on the other hand, reached over and said, what, in a high squeaky voice, what is Parkinson's disease? I had not a clue. Oh, I was about to find out on this journey what Parkinson's was about. The doctor explained, and then he set up an appointment and he left. We just sat in our chairs for a moment. Finally, Bob got up and reached his hand to mine, and I couldn't get out of the chair. I felt like I was going to throw up. Do you ever hear news? News that you feel you're going to throw up. He helped me up and we walked out of the doctor's office, out into the pouring rain into our car. I got in Bob got in his side of the driver's seat and he slumped over the steering wheel. I didn't say anything. His head was down. Oh, wow. A journey. And that's when I heard this quiet, still voice inside. Will you trust me through this? And that was my Heavenly Father. Will you trust me through this? Now, trust doesn't come easy for me. I try to work things out or fix things. I try to fix Bob or my circumstances. And you can't. And you can't. You have to trust. There were times of brokenness on my knees. He would ask me, will you trust me through this? And I would say yes. I lied. I got up and I tried to work it out again. But he knew that. He knew that. He knew that. And he was taking me on that journey. And he never gave up on me. There's always that hope. When you trust in the Lord, when you hope in him, he will renew your strength. You will soar like on wings of eagles. You will run and not be faint. Oh, I felt faint and weary. You will walk and not faint. And those I felt. I'm going to take you with me on this journey. And I'm asking you to come along. I will be sharing my story. My email address is authorcatking@gmail.com. All one word. authorcatking@gmail.com. And take me along with you on your journey as well. Get to know me. I'll be telling you more about who I am on my next video. So I'm asking you to come along. Come along. I'm making these to give you this journey as a caregiver because I care. Thank you.